Happy New Comic Book Day, webheads. That's right, guys. It's Wednesday, the best day of the week. New Comic Book Day. Guys, I'm driving to the shop right now. I'm going to share with you all the books that I picked up this week. And, of course, those awesome Facebook group shout-outs. Hey, all my webheads out there, welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0, and fans, I am your host, Mike Spider Slayer, getting ready to bring you Spider Slayer's Comic Book Haul. Fans, this is episode 492, and this is the video series where each and every week I share with you guys what I picked up at the comic book store, which is Comic Central, located in Central Florida, in the city of Sanford. So if you ever have time to stop on by, tell them that Mike Spider Slayer sent you, and they'll provide you with some ultimate customer service. And speaking of comic book shops, I have some of the members from the Facebook group page sharing their comic book shops. Take a look. So our first shout out today goes to Sergio, who's showing off his shop over here in Yonkers, New York. It's called the Spider's Web. Check out that cool storefront. Man, it looks awesome. I would love to visit that shop. Continuing on comic book shop storefronts, we have Dan, who shows off his local comic book shop in Windsor, Ontario, Canada, and says, on the border of Detroit, Michigan, thus the store's name, called Border City Comics. Pretty cool little sign there with Spidey on there. Then we have Christopher Lawrence Bennett, who's a long supporter of my channel and the Facebook group page. He goes, okay, well, since trending in this group, this is my local comic book shop, Midtown Comics in Times Square. He does go to the other ones, but this is his favorite. Check out that storefront. Oh my gosh, that is amazing. If I had that, I would go there every day, right? And then we have Jad Bayers, who goes, want to jump on this? My local comic shop, Cosmic Comics, all the way in South Africa. That is awesome that you're going to a comic book shop in South Africa. And then we have a Ken, who's showing off his local shop in Glendale, Arizona. Check out that storefront. Come on in, come see some comics there. And then we have a shop in Las Vegas called Cosmic Comics. This was posted by Colin Whitney. Guys, thank you so much for sharing your storefronts. And if you guys want to get shouted out in future comic book hauls, guys, all you got to do is join my Facebook group page called Comic Book Corner 2.0 Webheads Unite. You guys just submit the approval. I'll go ahead, check you over, make sure you're a real person, and you can become part of this wonderful community where you share all your new comic book day hauls, your comic book storefronts, comic books that you picked up, dollar bin finds, all kinds of great things. So guys, submit today, and I promise you will have a ton of fun. All right, so let's kick off this, guys, officially now with not a mysterious black bag. It's actually a mysterious short box. In fact, it's a Deadpool short box. That's what they had at the shop. So all the stuff went inside. So does that mean it's a big week? Well, let's find out. Let's pretend there's a mysterious black bag. You know, what's in the box, right? So the first thing that we're going to show off is the bags and boards. You know, these things are becoming a hot commodity. You know, there's like a paper shortage in the world and stuff like that. So that's why I think prices are going up when it comes to that stuff. All right, so let's go take a look at the comics that I picked up this week. Here is the stack of comics, and there's some other stuff in there, so don't click away. All right, so the first thing we're showing off here is the Eternals Thanos Rises. I was kind of on the fence about picking this book up, actually, but when I saw this variant cover for it, I was like, well, if the story sucks, then at least I got this cool, you know, trading card variant with Thanos and the Infinity Gauntlet and the stones. I'm like, dude, that's pretty sick. So here's some of the interior artwork in there. I don't know. I am not a huge Eternals fan, but I am trying to read something that has to do with the Eternals, so I have some kind of understanding when the movie comes around. So here is that interior artwork. So there is that. Then I wound up getting Spider-Woman issue 15. Such a great series. The art and the action in this book is phenomenal, and that's what makes this book such a standout. Here's some of the interior artwork. The story is pretty good as well. Jessica has come across her, family, and they're just not the greatest family in the world. Let's just say that. But this is a really solid book. Again, action-packed. You can see it. The visuals are awesome. The facial expressions are really good. All right. Next, I really loved issue 1. Decided to pick up issue 2. This is Kang the Conqueror. I went with the variant cover here because I just love how, you get to see Kang and then you get to see just the other versions of him, right? Or the other variants, I should say. So here's some of the interior artwork, and we get to learn more about the character in this issue, which is good for new readers or not familiar with Kang the Conqueror. There's Iron Lad in there too, so that's pretty cool. So I'm really looking forward to this book. Hopefully it delivers like it did in issue 1. All right, next we have Harley Quinn issue 1, the Eat Bang Kill Tour. Unfortunately, my shop did not have any of those really nice variant covers. However, I am looking forward to this. I still have to I still have to watch the animated series, but HBO Max has been giving me a ton of crap lately where it just doesn't load. I tried to watch Suicide Squad, and unfortunately, like every time I get like 3 minutes into it, it freezes and it resets my TV. Here's some of the interior artwork in there. So it looks cool. I like the facial expressions. Pretty neat there. Looks like they're getting married, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what to expect from here. So that's Harley Quinn, the Eat Bang Kill Tour, issue 1. Next, one of my favorite books of the year. I don't know why I love this book so much. This is Fight Girls, done by Frank Cho. You got 10 women. 4 challenges, and they're fighting for 1 crown. And one woman with the eye patch is not who she says she is. She's somebody else. And speaking of eye patch, there she is riding a freaking huge ass tortoise. That's what's so great about this. It's just like so fantasy like, and all these women are fighting against each other to get to the end of a race, and they're all battling for this crown. I love this book. I love the art. I can't wait to see what happens going forward with that issue. All right, speaking of independent comic books, I have no idea what to expect from this book. This is from Boom. This is Maw, issue 1 of 5. Pretty cool cover. It looks like you got some vampire lady that's got octopus tentacles coming out of her. Then you got some random people here. I don't even know. This is done by Jude Ellison. So let's check out some of the artwork here. When it comes to Boom books these days and these independent books, you never know which book is going to take off. So it's like you almost got to give it a try. There's some X-rated stuff in there I can't show you. There's more X-rated stuff. Not too bad, but I don't want to get dinged for it. So here we got some artwork in there. Yeah, I really don't know what to expect from this book. So that's Maw. That's issue 1. All right. And next we have the continuation of The Joker. This is issue 7. Let's hope that this book actually really picks up again. I think it's been really slow. There's been a lot of dialogue, and I want to get more revelations. I want to get more Bane's daughter. I want to see more Granchetta. Here's some great artwork in here. This is where the book shines, man, is in that artwork. Seeing these characters are absolutely phenomenal. And here we got some more here right there. So cool stuff. Let's hope we get some story progression in there. That's The Joker. That's issue 7. Next, I think this is going to be the make or break issue for me when it comes to Iron Man. This is Iron Man issue 12. We get to see Iron Man now going after Korvac. He's going into the place where he needs to be to do this battle. How long is this series going to last? It's been a real drawn out story. I think the artwork is pretty cool. I think the relationship between Tony and Patsy Walker has been good, but it's just been such a real slow burn, and I found myself losing interest, especially when Iron Man went to this completely different world and doing this battle against Stiltman. That was just weird for me. So we'll see what happens with issue 12. If it doesn't deliver, it looks like it's going to be dropped. So guys, if you like to support Kickstarter projects, let's check out this project right here. Sigma Comics, a comic book publisher dedicated to fighting animal abuse, announced the availability of their flagship title, Here Comes Calico issue 3. It'll be available for pre-order on Kickstarter starting September 14th for only 2 weeks. With premium perks starting at only $10, campaign backers will get early access to issue 3 along with multitude of exclusive perks, including signed comic books, posters, caps, shirts, and stickers. The much anticipated 3rd issue will be available for sale in mid-October 2021 at sigmacomics.com and select comic book stores with the retail price of $2.99. So if you want to help stop animal cruelty and help get Calico issue 3, please back it up right here on Kickstarter. I will leave the link in the descriptions box below. All right, so hopefully you can back that project. Really cool. All right, so next on the haul, we have the Justice League. This is issue 5, The Last Ride. Is this the last issue of this? I think it is. I'm just going to look. I'm not going to spoil anything. I'm not going to even look at anything. No, it says to be continued. Here's a couple of pages of the artwork in there. That looks really good. You know, last issue, it was very emotional as we got to see Martian Manhunter sacrifice himself for the better good of the team. Of course, Superman and some of the other members are kind of sketchy, thinking that Batman was the one that forced the issue. But as the reader, you got to see that it was all John. He's the one that sacrificed, you know? So it was a very emotional last issue. Can't wait to see how this battle proceeds with Darkseid and what's going on with Lobo in this book. So this is a great book. If you haven't read it yet, see if you can pick up past issues. All right, next. Haven't picked up Batman Urban Legends in a while. I did not pick up issue 6, but the reason why I picked this up was because of this right here. That's right, we got Terry McGinnis is back in the saddle again. Batman Beyond, and from what I heard, I don't know if this is confirmed, but when we were doing our live stream Comic Book Weekly last night, my good friend Kat Comic Uno said that Terry McGinnis is having a book come out once again. So here is that particular story in this issue. I happened to turn to it, which is pretty cool, and I am excited because if there's a Batman, if there is a future Batman, it needs to be Terry McGinnis. It needs to be Batman Beyond. That is the staple of DC future Batman, right? So yeah, really excited that he is back in comics again. Another really good book is Titans United, issue 1 of 7. I don't even care if I haven't read it. It's good. You know why? Because it's not Titans Academy. It has your original members in there, right? You get to see Superboy, and you get to see Beast Boy, and you get to see Raven and Nightwing and Starfire. You get to see all those characters in here. And let's check out some of the artwork. You get to see some cool battles in there with Beast Boy. And then here we got Red Hood in the book as well with Connor. So that's pretty cool, man. I'm looking forward to seeing some cool Titans United. This is the Titans book that you're going to want to read right now. All right, and next we have new number 1 from, is this one from Image Comics? Yeah, this one's from Image. This is Primordial issue 1. I was a little bit on the fence about this too, but a lot of people out there are saying, check out Primordial. I think you might like it. This could be the book, the next big book, because it's another Jeff Lemire book, and it's Andrea Sorrentino. So these two have worked together before on what's the title that I'm thinking of, and I can't think of it off the top of my head. But Andrea Sorrentino is a great artist, and Jeff Lemire is a great writer. They did actually Green Arrow together as well. Can't think of the independent book off the top of my head, but check out this artwork, man. Woo, that is sick right there. That is awesome. I can't wait to see what this book is about. All right, now we flip back to a little bit of Marvel. We have Marauders. This is issue 24. So, same thing. This is a beginning of a new story arc. I guess it has to do with space pirates. If this is a story arc that does not capture me, I'm dumping off of this one. This would be my last X-Men book that I'm reading besides the main X-Men title. And this looks like the same artist that did Cable. And I'm not a huge fan of that artist. But, I don't know. We'll see what the story has to offer here. So that's Marauders issue 24. All right. And then we have Extreme Carnage. This is part 7 of 8. So we're getting close to wrapping this bad boy up. Now this features the Agony symbiote. What a cool ass cover, man. She looks pretty neat, right? Her and Scream almost look exactly the same, or should I say Silence. Check out that artwork. That is so cool, man. This has been a fun series. You can't take it too seriously, but if you like symbiotes, you're gonna like this. All right, and then here is one of the covers of the week for me. This is Black Widow issue 11. Adam Hughes cover, right? This is absolutely gorgeous, man. That is a gorgeous, gorgeous cover. So here's some of the interior artwork. And that's why I love this series so much. The art is so good in it. Again, if you have not jumped on board this yet, this is the time to do it. This is a new story arc. I'm telling you, you're not going to be disappointed with it. So here's one more page. All right. And then if you're a Fantastic Four fan, you got to check this out, guys. Fantastic Four celebrating 60 years. It's got a lot of creators on here, you know, celebrating Marvel's first family. Here's some of the interior artwork. You're going to read a lot of stories, right? You got John Romita Jr. back in a Marvel book. So that's what you get to see here on this artwork. So tell me what you guys think, right? So excited to have that. I'm disappointed, though, because this is a flimsy cover. Should be something a little bit better, right? For the amount of money that you pay for this book. You pay $10 for this book. All right. So what else is in this box? Well, we wound up getting... You know I had to get this, right? The Stray Dogs trade paperback. I have all the issues. I got a ton of the variants, the horror variants. So I'm not going to want to touch those things. So when I ever want to read Stray Dogs, I had to pick up the trade. This is such a good book. I love this series. Again, if you haven't read it, this is the time to pick it up. Interior artwork reminds you of a Disney movie. Everyone loves Stray Dogs once they get their hands on it. So this is definitely a must-read and add it to your trade paperback collection. And then the big boy of the week wound up scoring this one right here. Ready for this? Boom! Wolverine Omnibus. This thing is huge. This is volume 2. They did not have volume 1, but I did score this because it's just an awesome Omni to have in your overall reading collection because it collects a ton of stuff. It's like Wolverine from 1988, issues 11 through 30, Havoc and Wolverine, like Meltdown 1 through 4. It's got Marvel Comics Presents. Like, I'll even show you all that stuff. Like, those are all the comics that it collects. And so if you're a fan of the character or want to just catch up on the character and know his history, this is it. Look at that reading material, man. So cool. Excited to have it in my collection. I have like 6 or 7 Omnis now. I'm like a little collector of omnibuses. So there you guys have it. There is the haul for the week. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Now I want to know in the comments below what you picked up this week, or if you want to show that off on the Facebook group page. You guys know what you can do. You can find it on the link below, or, you know, search it on Facebook, whatever. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell so you don't miss any of my content. And of course, if you like the content, I'll leave you some more right here to click on. And until next time, guys, happy new comic book day. Remember, keep reading those books, keep buying, keep collecting, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, guys. Bye.